We have a Pat McAfee show and Fireman Ed beef. Well, it's kind of been squashed already, but let's talk about it. This was a fun one. What's up, guys? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today, I want to break down the Fireman Ed and Pat McAfee show beef. So let's hop into this one. It wasn't really as much of a beef with Pat McAfee himself. It was more with another person on the show, Connor, who is a Patriots fan. So it all started 2 days ago on the Pat McAfee show, where a character, Connor, who was the Patriots fan, kind of went off on Fireman Ed and was saying that he was stolen valor, which is hilarious because anyone who knows Fireman Ed knows that he was actually a fireman for 20 plus years in Harlem. And don't worry, he made a reaction video, for himself and, defending himself up there. He was also saying that he quit on the team when they were bad, and now he's just coming back again because they're good, which, again, if anyone knows the story, I don't have to defend Fireman Ed. We know the story as a Jet fan. He was getting harassed in the stadium, and there was a lot going on. So he was still going to games. He just wasn't in character for those 2 years. As, Fireman Ed and leading the chance. They didn't put him up on the screen, all that stuff. But he's been back for a while now. It's been a few years since Fireman Ed has returned and, and has been leading the chance. And now he's, doing content. I love it. He was on the Talking Jets panel with us during the draft. Really, great and a whole lot of fun. But Ed responded with a video, putting these claims to bed. And it was just fantastic.
I'm a Fireman Ed.
Fireman Ed is a fucking sellout. He isn't a real fan of stolen valor, and even when he
wasn't he an actual fireman?
I was a New York City firefighter. I worked up in Harlem. It was Engine 69, Ladder 28, and the 16th Battalion, the Harlem Hilton.
I had respect for Fireman Ed up until the point where he retired. Honestly, I had more respect for Fireman Ed because he was still Fireman Ed while they sucked.
You respected me? You were 16 years old. Well, what'd you respect? You're a Patriot fan. You were 6 years old. They won the Super Bowl. You've been riding it ever since. No more Tommy. No more Tommy.
Don't be a fucking quitter. You have to be there while it sucks.
I never quit anything in my life, but I think I could make you quit. 63 years young. I still got plenty left in the tank. I was doing a Jet chant since 1986. I stepped away for 2 years. There was a reason. It had to do with my family. It had to do with some different things. I'm proud that I was able and still am able to get 80,000 people on their feet and rock the Meadowlands.
I think I saw 8 chins on Fireman Ed.
You better come see me and see if there's 4 chins. You're gonna look a little differently when you see me in person.
You don't want that smoke, Ed. You don't want that smoke.
So after Fireman Ed's reaction video, wouldn't you know it, Pat McAfee actually brings Fireman Ed onto the show. They do a JETS chant, just absolutely electric.
Oh, oh, oh. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. What a thing, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Ed. Could you imagine that? Over half a century? What a time that was. Yeah, everybody. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets.
He explained the history of the Jets chant. He went and, talked about being on his brother's shoulders, which, remember that when he was up on his brother's shoulders? That was in the first building. In the second building in the Meadowlands. And the new building, they kind of gave him his own area. But I didn't realize his brother passed away last year. He said on the interview that his brother passed away in September of last year. I didn't know that. That's unfortunate. That's too bad. My condolences to the Fireman Ed family. That's tough. Connor was a pretty good sport about it. They went back and forth for a bit, but they squashed the beef. He said we're all good. And even for the Jets-Patriots game in week 3, they want their guy Connor to be there in the building with Fireman Ed. And Fireman Ed goes, you can come, but if the Jet fans lynch you, that's on you, essentially, paraphrasing. But he's like, I'm not there to protect you. It's going to be a rowdy bunch, but that would be absolutely awesome.
Can we get him with you during the Jets-Patriots game at MetLife Stadium this year? Can we make a thing out of this?
Well, as long as the fans don't lynch him, I mean,
That's fine.
there's nothing I can do about that.
That's fine.
There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, you know.
Hey, he's a fireman, but I ain't saving you.
So yeah, this was just a little bit of a funny one going around. Would you believe like the Pat McAfee Show and Fireman Ed going at it? Like, what a different time it is for Jet fans. But this was just a funny one. Kind of wanted to get it out there and explain what was going on in case you missed it, because this is the important stuff that we need to know about. There we go. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm Matt. Catch you next time.